Hi, lovely Leos. I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you can visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking a detailed analysis on your personal charts, and for those of you who want more detailed predictions, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com for a personal consultation. From this month onwards, I'm introducing a small tarot snippet which you will find towards the end of the video, and this I'm going to be doing for all the zodiac signs. So I would love to hear from you as to how it is that you found the tarot, a bit of it. So Leos, we begin this month with Mars, and Mars is joining Saturn, and this is happening in a part of your chart that speaks about your day-to-day activities. It speaks about a certain kind of mundaneness that has been there, and maybe for some of you things have been sort of been in a rut for the longest of time, and this primarily has to do with your it has to do with your daily work, it has to do with your health, it has to do with chores that need to be done, it has to do with your to-do list. Now Saturn has been there as well for quite some time, and now with Mars coming over here, you will be getting the required push that is there. Also, for those of you who have been looking at pursuing some creative endeavors during this time, or have been thinking about it for a while but have just been lacking the motivation, Mars is going to be coming in, giving you that slight push that you may require. Also, for those of you who have been avoiding maybe an important conversation or a discussion just for the fear of sort of not stepping on too many toes, this month we'll see you expressing yourself fearlessly, Leos. We have Mercury that is entering a part of your chart that speaks about joint finances, it speaks about sexuality, and over here we have this is as well happening on the 6th of March, and Mercury coming over here is again opening up a lot of conversations, and you are going to be quite a little investigator during this time, Leos, and you would want to know as to what is it that is really happening behind the scenes. You would like to get below the surface and find out as to what is it that is making a person tick, or what is it that is really behind this entire drama that is happening around you. And Mercury also somehow is not going to be allowing you to get taken in by small talk or any sort of a superficiality. You're going to be seeking depth with Mercury being over there. We have a solar eclipse, new moon. This is around the 9th, and this again is highlighting a part of your chart that speaks about your joint finances, and it speaks about intimacy. And new moon is all about new opportunity, Leos. It's really opening up a window for you. So for those of you who have been looking at maybe forming a partnership for the longest, but have been sort of worried about that, should you not get together with that friend, or should you at all partner, this is a time wherein that you are going to be taking that leap of faith, and the new moon is going to be creating more opportunities for Leos, maybe, so there can be more work. A lot of you could be finding, maybe for, I would say, some of you it may not be really a long-term kind of a work, but you could find that your hands are full with a lot of little projects. So just a piece of advice for those of you who are looking for, say, the permanent job, or are waiting for their ideal job. It's not the best of the times to be sort of sitting and waiting, and this is a time you should be just sort of be saying yes to pretty much everything that comes your way. So as much as tiring as you may find this entire work business, or thinking that, oh, there's so many projects, how it is that I manage, but it's really a time wherein that the opportunities can sort of manifest into something larger. So try and pick up everything and try and sort of just juggle everything with you. On the 13th we have on 13th of March we have Venus that is moving into a part of your chart that is all about travel, and Venus over here is going to be making you seek people who are free as a bird. You're not going to be wanting to get tied down, Leos, and it's really a time wherein that you are going to be looking at freedom or your personal space as something which is of prime importance to you. So for a lot of you, they could be I think with relationships that could be demanding too much of your time, and you could choose to sort of not just walk away, but I think they could seem to be a little bit more tiring. But subconsciously and consciously, you are going to be seeking people. You're going to be seeking people who are really, very easy to get along with, are really a no fuss kind of a situation. It's a brilliant time as well, mid-month, to be traveling, Leos, traveling for work and traveling for business. Some of you could be traveling for education as well. Maybe some of you are trying to further your whether it is your not just your work, but it could be a skill set as well. Maybe you're learning something new which is going to be helping you further, so it's a great time to be doing that. It is also that during this time that you could some of you could just change your current profession. So say if you have been into designing, you may just want to go and teach children, or vice versa. So it's really a time of transformation as well for a lot of you. A lot of focus also is there to be for those of you who are in the fields of writing and speaking. So there's a lot of focus wherein that you could find yourself being very articulate. You're able to express yourself very freely. On the 21st, we have Sun as well that comes in and lights up this part of your chart. So your ninth house is quite brightly lit up. We have quite a few planets that are there this month. And over here, with Sun over here, you're going to be wanting to expand your world, Leos. And it's a fantastic because it is your own ruling planet as well. And Sun is going to be bringing about a lot of clarity for you. What is it that you want, with whom it is that you want to spend time, and what is the kind of work that you want to do. And nothing any longer is going to be very confining. You're going to be wanting to expand. You're going to be wanting to associate with people who are not just across countries, but are from different cultures, different backgrounds. It speaks about really expanding your mind and expanding your life. So no longer a tunnel vision, or people who really have a very set even a structured way of looking at things, or even operating. That is something that is not going to be appealing to you during this point of time. We also have Mercury, that is on the 22nd, that is also coming and joining this part of your chart. And with Mercury, it's just going to be making you a great conversationalist, and you're going to be feeling very chatty. It's a great time towards the end of the month, that is the last week, to be making some great presentations if you're pitching for new clients, and also for those of you who are even, I think, seeking an audience, or if you're a speaker and if you have to address. I think it's a fantastic time because people will be really receptive to you during this time. Also, it is also a great time to be picking up a new language as well. So for those of you who are have an aptitude or have been wanting to pick up a newer language, it's a great time to be doing that. On the 23rd, we have a full moon lunar eclipse, and this is happening a part of your chart that has to do with siblings. It has to do with your community. It also has to do with some amount of travel and short distance travel, and it has to do with your neighbors and community at large. Now, full moon really speaks about a closure, and it is far more emotional than a new moon is, because it's really bringing things to a close, and it has to do with the sibling as well. So it can be that if there is something that has been bothering a sibling, or maybe there's an issue that has been there, that sort of comes to a closure around this time. It can also be that that during this eclipse, and eclipses effect normally lasts for approximately 6 months. So even after the eclipse gets over, you could feel the effect of it for the next 6 months. So it can be that you could also be making changes to your own lifestyle to suit maybe the place that you live. Some of you may not be really changing your place, because it doesn't really denote a house change, but it could be that you get quite involved in the area around you. Maybe there is something which is affecting the community at large where you live, and you could get involved in sort of being the voice over there. It's also a time wherein that you could be sort of be seen as someone who's a mediator or a counselor, and you could be called upon, whether it is at your community, at the group of people that you are doing, maybe pursuing a common hobby. It can also be that in a family matter, you're sort of called upon to mediate and to sort something out over here. Now, with this particular aspect, it can be that that certain appointments, certain schedules get sort of pushed off, and you could just be taken a little bit by a surprise. And so the trick over here is, Leos, to stay flexible and have a plan B ready for you. The tarot card for you this month, Leos, is the Sun, and this is speaking about it's speaking about warmth, it's speaking about positivity, vitality, and it's just speaking about and it's a very beautiful card in tarot. It's this lovely yellow card that is there, and it's talking about time when you're really interacting with your friends, your family, and there's a lot of great conversations that are happening. And it's also a great time wherein that it's a good time to be starting something new. It's a very optimistic card, and it also at times speaks about a bright light at the end of the tunnel. So it could be that for some of you who have been struggling for the longest with something, maybe it could be any challenge, personal or work-wise, and the tarot for you this month is saying that the light is pretty much there for you. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Leos. I'll see you again next month, and thank you so much for watching.